You've prided yourself so much in your versatility up and down a lineup, but is this the most you've moved around in positions and lineups in a season?
Probably, yeah. I feel like by the end of the game, I played with every guy in every position. But yeah, Greener likes to spot me here and there with guys, and center and wing. But yeah, I try to be versatile, and it's definitely a staple for me. So yeah.
What is that like? Is that a challenge?
No, not really. Lots of times when you're coming back in the D zone, you might be on the wing anyways. But no, I don't find it challenging. It might get me in the game a little more, which is nice. So yeah.
What's the challenge, if any, in playing with Tim?
I feel like I haven't played with Tim in a while, but he has the puck a lot, so probably just trying to get open or go to the net, one of the two. So yeah.
If that line stays together tonight, you, Tim, and Zetterlund, what would be the identity? What would you want your line to accomplish?
Well, hopefully we can dominate in the O-zone. I try to move my feet and try to be on the forecheck a lot, so hopefully I can, grab the puck and get it to these guys. Obviously Zeke can shoot the puck, so hopefully, he can find an open spot and we can get one.
How's the team feeling right now, just, spirit-wise?
Yeah, good. Obviously we went through a little bit of a slump there, but, I like our game going into this one. Last two periods we played were really good, and so hopefully we can carry that into it.
What are you expecting from the Jets here tonight, Ridly?
Yeah, they're a good team. They play hard. I know we played them a couple weeks ago, so we'll get some video in us and learn from that and go from there.
Playing in Brandon for the Weekends back in the day, did you get to a lot of Jets games? Did you, were you kind of paying attention a lot to these?
Not really. There was a lot of Jets fans in Brandon, but I don't think I got the chance to go watch a game. But yeah.
How are you guys feeling just after getting back in the win column now, facing the Jets tonight?
Good. I mean, even last game, we talked about it post game, but we didn't really like our the way we came out. And I mean, give them credit, Washington came out strong, but it's the way we answered for the next 40, and that's what we got to bring tonight.
In terms of your defensive depth, just reflecting on what you guys have got, how happy are you with how you guys have been playing this year?
Yeah, it's good. I mean, feel like we're not giving it too many chances to the other teams, not too many shots either. So, but you know what? I think it's just something we always work on. You see it every day in practice. We work on details and everything, and it obviously will never be perfect. But the closer we can get to it on a consistent basis, then the closer we get to our goal.
How frustrating is it where you guys are in the standings and being just so close in so many games?
Not really, honestly. I don't think it's too frustrating. I think it's a long season. There's a lot of hockey to be played, and we've played some great hockey, and we didn't get the result where we played some bad hockey, and we might have won some games. So I mean, at the end of the day, we're almost halfway through the season. There's 42 games left. There's a lot of things that can happen, but I feel like as a group we're getting there, and we're gonna hit our stride and get going.
Just how disappointing was it yesterday not hearing your name called for the Olympic team?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I think you obviously want to go there. I think that's a very cool experience, but there's going to be other opportunities. Obviously, obviously, still going to root for Sandy and Chucky pretty hard. Still an American. I'm still proud to be part of the country, and my time will come. And yeah, I wanted to make it, but as part of it, there's a lot of good players in the U.S., so it's all good.
Bill Guerin called.
No call from him. But like I said, it's all good. I'm still going to cheer for them, and hopefully they win.
Did you watch the Today Show just to see who else was named onto the team?
I kind of had a good idea. I asked Sandy, and I was kind of sleeping. I tried to get sleep, and it was kind of early, so no, I didn't wake up and watch.
Tonight against Winnipeg, team finds their game a little bit last game in the final 40 minutes. What's the key going into this one to try and keep things rolling?
Yeah, just a better start, I think. Kind of on our heels last game. Didn't get to our game early enough, and we kind of dug ourselves a hole, and sometimes you can't get out of that in some games. So got to have a better start tonight. Just all four lines. I think we haven't been consistent with that the last few games, and yeah, just more consistency and a better start is probably the main message.
Looks like Ridley's up on the top line with Tim and Zetterlund. What has he brought to the team overall in your absence as well on that line, and what you've seen from him overall up and down the lineup?
Yeah, Rids is just he's such a versatile player. I think everyone's seeing that now. Maybe he's not scoring, but now he's starting to score and people are starting to notice. But even when he's not scoring, he does so many things for us to help us win games, block shots, goes through people, and now he's getting rewarded, and he should. I mean, he's a great player, and it's fun to watch.
What did you learn about the Jets in that last meeting, Shane?
I wasn't a part of it, but I did watch, and obviously, they're going to be a hungry team. I think they've kind of haven't found consistency either, and obviously they have a very good goaltender, so it's going to be a tough test tonight, and we're going to have to bring our A game if we want to win.
And Shane, just to go back one more time,
Yep.
being part of this selection process, being part of the World Championship winning team
Yeah.
last year, what have you learned about yourself and how you can be a part of this program in the future?
Yeah, I think I've came a long way. I didn't play development program growing up, and I obviously got to play World Juniors and World Championships the last few years, and hopefully it just keeps on progressing and progressing. But to even be considered, I think last year I would have never even thought it'd be possible, and just to be part of that process this year was pretty cool. And hopefully I can continue to grow, and hopefully next time they'll think I'm ready for it.
And now that you've been back a couple games, how are you feeling health-wise?
Good, yeah, definitely much better last game, and obviously every day goes by you feel better and better and more confident, so hopefully I have my best game tonight.
Can we start with any possible lineup changes tonight?
Yeah, we can. No lineup changes.
Perfect.
That was easy.
We were talking to Ridly Greig, and he said he doesn't know if he's ever played in so many positions or with so many teammates. And we've talked about his versatility here before, but what gives you the confidence to be able to put him anywhere in the lineup with any player?
Yeah, I think there's just certain guys that are just hockey players, and he's just a hockey player. Just plays the game. Never worries about where he's playing, who he's playing with. Could tell him one day he's playing the fourth line, first line. He just plays. Just wants to win, and he's got a good attitude about the game.
He said for that line he wants them to dominate the offensive zone. Is that what you want from that line?
I think you want that from every line, but it doesn't usually work that way either. If you play well in your zone, you're usually in the other team's zone a lot more. I think for Rids, he just needs to play his game, which is kind of what he does. He just plays.
Shane spoke about the importance of an emphasis on a strong start tonight. What do you hope to see from your group in response to feeding off the last 40 minutes against Washington?
Yeah, I didn't like our first period last game. But I think every team's trying to have a strong start. It's probably said before every game, having a fast start, being ready to play. That's not new terminology in the NHL. And, Winnipeg will be trying to have a good start tonight too, and be two teams looking for a win.
A number of your players found out that they'll be going to the Olympics, but Shane was one that didn't.
Yeah.
Do you have a conversation with him just to give him a little bit of confidence and boost his morale?
There's not a lot to say. I think Pinto should be very proud of himself that he's in the the mix. Those aren't easy teams to make, but he's still very young, and I think it says a lot. If you probably had to sit and ask him last year if he'd be in that conversation, there's a good chance he probably didn't think he would be. So it says a lot about him and his play and how far he's gone that he's been in conversation about that.
What was your biggest takeaway from the meeting with the Jets last month, Travis?
They're a good team. Everyone knows, how good Winnipeg's been for a while here. Things haven't gone their way as of late, but like good teams, they usually bounce back and find ways, and I'm sure they'll be ready to play tonight.
You like from Kachuk just alongside Cousins and Matheson? Just
Haven't played them there a lot, but when I have, I've liked the way they've controlled the game. They're all big bodies. They all have a physical element to their game as well. They're not easy to play against. But we go back and forth on spreading out some of our players, and probably start that way tonight.
How do you feel Dylan Cousins has progressed just under, since he's come to Ottawa as a player?
His game's growing. He's young. I think people forget he's been in the league a while, but he's still pretty young. I think his offensive game is always there, or going to be there. His 200-foot game is like a lot of young players, is getting better and still improving. And, I think we haven't seen what Dylan Cousins is going to end up being. We haven't seen his best version of himself. It might still take another year or two. He's still a young player, but he's a good player for sure already.